on October 7th in front of his family. He, unfortunately, not among the hostages being released today. His brother-in-law, Moshe Lavi, joins me now. Moshe, I know this has been a difficult time of waiting. Talk to us about Omri, and do you know anything about his condition?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me. I think I first just want to say thank you for emphasizing in the previous segment that Hamas are conducting a propaganda and psychological warfare against us with those parades of the hostages. But it just illustrates how weak they are, that they need to do such despicable sights. But we are stronger than that. Omri is a beautiful human being, 47 years old, a shiatsu therapist and a gardener, was kidnapped in front of my sister Lishai and their two daughters, Roni and Alma. We don't know much about his current condition. What we do know is that as of July, he was still alive. He was seen by one of the hostages who was released over the past few weeks. We also received the information that he was giving some therapy sessions as a shiatsu therapist in captivity, tending to other hostages. That gave us so much hope that he's coping amazingly in captivity despite Hamas' terrible condition. And we keep fighting for him. And that's why I'm here in D.C. this week. Over the past few weeks, I was here meeting elected officials in several occasions.
Moshe, have you had any contact with the Israeli government? Have they indicated anything about when he could be released? Could he be part of this package of hostages? Would he be potentially part of another Phase 2 agreement between Hamas and Israel?
As things stand now, Omri is included only in the second phase of the agreement. And as we all know, that phase has not been agreed upon yet by the different stakeholders. And so we are not expecting to see Omri anytime soon. Yeah. But there is a level of urgency here for all the hostages, especially those who are alive, but also those who are dead and should be returned for burial in the land of Israel.
Sure.
All of those hostages are subject to torture, deprivation of food, water, sanitation, sunlight. They're chained, some of them. And so they're all a humanitarian case at this point. So many days, 505 days since they were taken brutally by Hamas on October the 7th. And so we urge our government, and we do it in every avenue possible, to prioritize the hostages. Just like Vice President J.D. Vance said this week in CPAC, let's put aside all the other issues we need to address and first prioritize the release of the hostages. I think that was an incredible message for us families of hostages.
Hamas released the bodies of 4 Israeli hostages, of course, on Thursday. The terrorist group was accused of a serious violation after forensics showed the set of remains. One of the sets of remains was not the hostage, Shiri Bibas. Now the Bibas family and the government have indicated that Hamas returned her body, but that was not before Israel's prime minister responded to what had happened. Listen to this.
Who kidnaps a little boy and a baby and murders them? Monsters, that's who. These Hamas monsters also cynically refused to bring back the boy's mother, Shiri, and sent the body of a Gazan woman instead, in brazen violation of the agreement. Today, the heavens shake. The entire civilized world should condemn these horrific murders. The entire civilized world should join Israel in demanding the immediate release of all the hostages.
Moshe, my last question for you, and it's a tough one, okay? The course of this fragile ceasefire got more precarious this week after some bus bombings. If there are more bombings, if there are more violations, do you think that the Prime Minister, do you think that Israel should continue to try to make these deals with Hamas?
I think our first and foremost priority is to try as much as possible to maintain the hostage deal, to ensure that we bring home as many hostages as possible. There are security considerations I leave those to the policymakers. They have to take those tough decisions, and I don't envy them, just like they don't envy me as a family of a hostage. My role in this terrible ongoing ordeal is to amplify the voice of my brother-in-law Omri and make sure that policymakers understand that their decisions will determine whether Omri will return home alive to my sister Lishai and my nieces Ronnie and Alma or not. I think we have a short-term mission, and that mission is maintaining our social contract and ethos, bringing them home. And our long-term mission is to ensure that Hamas, their accomplices and their sponsors, countries like Iran, are not able to repeat the October the 7th massacre and are no longer a threat to us. I hope those priorities will be maintained.
Well, we are praying for you and your family. And Moshe, you are just an outstanding advocate and spokesperson for Omri and for your family. You should know that. And we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.